Juana Barraza Samperio was born in Mexico in 1957. She grew up in a troubled home in Hidalgo, living in poverty. Her childhood was marked by trauma and neglect. Her mother reportedly gave her away to a man in exchange for beer. As an adult, Juana became a professional wrestler. In the ring, she was known as La Dama del Silencio, the Lady of Silence. She had a quiet demeanor outside the ring, but a strong presence inside it. She was also a devoted mother and worked various jobs to support her children. In the late 1990s and early 2000s, a disturbing pattern emerged in Mexico City. Elderly women were being found dead in their homes under mysterious circumstances. Police believed the deaths were connected, but there was little evidence, and leads were few. At first, investigators didn't suspect a woman. They believed the killer was a man impersonating a nurse or social worker. Victims were often found with forged documents and signs of trust. The killer gained entry by pretending to help or offer support. The media began calling the suspect La Mataviejitas, the old lady killer. The case created panic among older residents in Mexico City. It wasn't until 2006 that police caught a break. A witness led authorities to Juana Barraza after a failed escape. She was arrested near the scene of a crime. She matched witness descriptions and had stolen items in her possession. DNA and fingerprint evidence tied her to several scenes. She was eventually charged with 16 murders but suspected in many more. Her trial drew national attention. People were shocked that a former wrestler and mother could be behind it all. In 2008, Juana Barraza was sentenced to 759 years in prison. It was one of the longest sentences ever given to a female serial offender in Mexico. Psychologists later suggested her crimes were linked to deep trauma. She had developed resentment toward older women, possibly rooted in her past. She remains incarcerated in Mexico today. Though she gave few interviews, her case has been studied extensively. Her story challenged public assumptions about who can commit violent crimes. It also exposed failures in how authorities responded to vulnerable victims. Juana Barraza's legacy is one of contradiction. A woman who cared for her children but harmed others' mothers. She lives in infamy as one of Mexico's most notorious criminals. And her name remains tied to a dark chapter in the country's history.